Right, hello, Unit 2 Foundations here, and a lot of people find it a bit nerve-wracking dealing with multiplications and divisions, subtractions, additions, raw numbers where it's easy to make a mistake. So let's not get upset about it. Let's just do a few multiplications and maybe some divisions in this video without a calculator. The entire unit is non-calculator, as you know, so you've got to get over the fact that you've got to handle numeracy without a machine. So I'm going to jump straight into section 1.2 on page 13, question 5. Question 5H says this: I've simply got to multiply, I say simply, 628 and multiply that by 7. That's my job at the moment. Right, 8 sevens, one way or the other, you've got to make that 56, because that's what it is. So it's 50 and 6. 7 twos 14, plus the 5 19, so it's 1 9. You don't have to put the 5 there or the 1 there, just put it anywhere, we won't forget it. And 7 sixes are 42, plus the 1 43. The answer 4,396. I think I'll do another one. What have we got? That's the hardest one on multiplication. I think I'll do a division sum now. So it's short division. The sum is this. This is M. It says 352. I've got to divide that by 3. So short division, it's got a little asterisk by it, which implies that it's going to be a tricky one. So let's jump straight in. Remember, short division. So 352. 3's into 2 go once. 3's into 5 go once, and the remainder is 2. 3's into 22 goes 7. Now, after which point we start putting a decimal point. So 3's into 22, 7, 1 left over. Put a 0. 3's into 10 go 3 times, 1 left over. 3's into 10 go 3 times, 1 left over. 3's into 10 go 3 times, etc. So really we're looking at 117.3 recurring. Right? Don't be frightened of that, and that's the correct answer. Let's just try this one here. I've got 752. I've got to divide that by 8. Let's take a go. So how many 8s go into 752? Well, 8s into 7 do not go, so 8s into 75. Well, 8 8s are 64. 8 9s are 72. It goes in 9 times. So 9 8s are 72. I've got 75 to play with. I've got 3 left over. 8s into 32 is quite nice. Goes in 4 times. So the answer is 94. Again, you can check these on a calculator, but obviously you can't check it in an exam. Let's try one of these. Now this one's quite interesting. I'm going to work up here. I've got to go 775. I've got to divide that by 25. Now this book doesn't actually teach long multiplication that I can see, but so here's a great method. I've got to do how many 25s can squeeze into 775. Now 25, take it as a whole, doesn't go into 7 clearly. It goes into 77 3 times. Is that alright? Now you know that 3 25s are 75. When you subtract 775 from 75, sorry, 75 from 775, you will get there 2, and then you drag the 5 down. 25, so you've got 25 as a remainder. Then you say how many 25s go into 25? Answer once. 1 lots of 25 is 25. When you come to subtract, you have nothing left over. Alright, so the answer is 31. Incidentally, the background there, that's Catherine's Chapel, viewed from the Swannery in Abbotsbury in Dorset. It's about 9 miles away from Weymouth where we go, and it's absolutely beautiful. I've walked all this up round there, been inside, come down, and the sea's just in that direction right there, and it's brilliant. Right, let's do another one. Let's do a challenging one. Looks like it's going to challenge me. I've got 810. I've got to divide that by 18. So this is quite scary. I'm quite scared already. So here we go. 18's into 810. Well, clearly 18's into 8 don't go, so let's put a little 0 there. 18's into 81. If that was about 20, 4 20s are about 80, so I'm quite happy to put 4 in there. Now, 4 18s, what have we got? We've got 10 times 4 is 40, and we've got 8 times 4 is 32. Altogether we have 72. So 8 14s are 72. Let's just take that away, see what's left. So 81 take away 72, I can see that is 9. Let's bring down the 0. Then we're going to say how many 18s into 90. Let's try 6, shall we? 6 10s are 60, 6 8s are 48, 98. Too much. So therefore it's going to have to be 5 of them. So 5 18s are, what do we got there? 5 10s are 50 and 5 8s are 40. That makes 90. Straightforward. So 5 18s are 90. When you come to take them away, you've got absolutely nothing left and you've arrived. The answer is 45. Now let's go to the next page. If it lets me. Yes. Here's some long multiplication. This is question 6a. I've got 26 times 45. Doesn't matter which way around you do it. Two ways of doing this. We can say 5 times 6 and then 5 times 2, or we can start with the 4. But let's start with the units then. So 5 times 6 is 30. Put the 3 somewhere so don't forget it. 5 times 2 is 10, plus those 3 makes 13. So I've used that to get rid of it. Essentially what I've just worked out is 5 times 26 is 130. Now the next part is to use the 4, but actually since it's 45 I'm multiplying by 40. If I'm multiplying by 40 I know the answer is going to end in a 0. So 4 times 6 is 24. Don't forget to add the 2 later. 4 times 2 is 8, plus those 2 is 10. 1, 0 makes 10, and I've used that. Let's get rid of it. Now we just add the 2 parts. This bottom part of course is 40 times 26, and just to remind you, this top part was 5 times 26. So we've got the 2 parts to add. 0 plus 0, well that's 0. 3 and 4, 7. 1 plus nothing, 1, and 1 on its own. Answer 1170. Let's try a more challenging one. I've got 93 times 65. Again, sorry you can't use a calculator. You have to get over it. Just get good at it really. There won't be a whole paper full of these, but there will be something involving multiplication and division where you don't have to use a calculator. You're not allowed to use a calculator. So here we go. 5 3s, 15. So it's 1 5, not 5 1. 5 9s are 45, plus that one makes 46. Let's get rid of it now. Again, we're multiplying by 60 now, ends in a 0. 6 3s, 18. 6 9s, I think I haven't got a clue. Let's work it out. 6 9s, 6 8s are 48, so 8 6s are 48, and 9 6 will be another 6, which will be 54. So 6 9s are 54, plus that one over there is 55. See, I got stuck there and I had to work it out thinking on my feet. Well, that's alright. Go and add it. 5 plus nothing, 5. 6 plus 8, 14. Carry the 1 over. So 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 1 is 10. Carry the 1 over. 5 plus 1 is 6. Now, because I wasn't very confident with that one, I'm going to pick up my calculator and actually work out what 93 times 65 is. I've got 6045, so I'm really happy with that. Again, you know, even I can get wobbly with my 6s and my 9s. That's about it. So study the method. I don't need to do any more. I'm not going to do any more on that page whatsoever. 1.2 is over as far as I'm concerned. I'm going to stop there because the next part will be the order of operations, and that deserves to have its own video. Alright, so